What's up guys, it's Smith here from GamersHeroes.com, and today we've got another quick guide for you in For the King 2 on how to unlock all of the traits and what do all of the traits do. Now real quick, if you're struggling with any of the abilities and skills in the game, check the pinned comment below. We've got all the abilities in a big list. You can go and check what they do. Let's get this real quick. So first up we have the Tactician one. This unlocks Tactics. Tactics skill has a small chance at the end of your turn to put an attack up buff in one of the squares on your side of the field. So it can be front row, it can be back row. The attack up buff is pretty good. It's not one of the best traits, but it's still pretty handy nonetheless. So for this one, all you need to do is just keep fighting. It's either a certain number of crits or deal a certain amount of damage, one or the other. It was difficult to tell because when we unlocked it, we'd just done a crit. So I'm going to assume it's based on damage because what the tactics skill itself does, but it's relatively easy to unlock. You'll just unlock it naturally. Next up, we have the Nimble. This one, you need to move a certain amount of squares in one turn. I think it's between 4 and 8. I moved a ton. Someone on our website said it was 4, so just use a big turn to use all your focus, do a big move, and you'll unlock Nimble. This is one of the better ones because it just gives you straight up a secondary action. So for someone like the Alchemist, who sometimes they have a random chance of creating a potion, that potion costs a secondary action to use. So if they've got 2 bombs, 2 potions, whatever, you can then throw 2 in one turn, which is really good, or you can throw 1 and move. So Nimble's really cool. Next up, we have Gifted, probably the best one, I think, personally for me in the game. This gives you +3 to all stats. To unlock this one, just finish the resistance basically. After you defeat the bandit den during the second part of the resistance chapter 1, we reach level 7, defeated the bandit den, and then we unlock Gifted. Next up is Deep Thinker. This gives you +1 focus and a skill called Eureka. Eureka, basically, whenever you level up, as well as leveling up, you're getting your health back, you will also fill up your focus every time. This is a really valuable skill because it's one of the few you can control yourself. So as an example, if you're in a fight and you're about to level up, you can dump all your focus into a big attack, level up, get all your focus back. If you're on the world map, you can dump all your focus into move, use an XP scroll to level up, or a statue to level up, dump all your focus in it again, and you're doing like a 15-20 point move in one turn. So Deep Think is really useful. I really enjoyed this one. All you have to do to unlock this one is use 8+ focus in a single turn on the overworld. Maybe a bit less, but that's what I used. Next up, we have Lucky. This is just a straight up +25 to luck. It's quite a good item because there are a few lucky challenges in the game, random events that involve luck. And it's really quite a hard stat to get up compared to the other stats. So this is a good one to have on one of your party, depending on what you're doing. To unlock this one, you need to find the secret room in the Resistance. So this isn't guaranteed, but when you go into the end of the first chapter of Resistance, you will have a choice of either going into the sewers or into the cellars. If you go into the sewers, this is how we've done it anyway, there's a random chance in one of the rooms you will come across a goblin merchant and he will sell you the skeleton key. You then take the skeleton key to the final dungeon in the Resistance and there will be a door you can use to unlock it. And then you get a chest in it that comes with the lucky trait. Now, we've done this 2 or 3 times and only seen the key once, so it may not be repeatable or it may just be very rare. So just keep looking, going for the Resistance, and you'll pick it up eventually. Next up, we have Eager. This one's a bit iffy. I'm not entirely sure how we got this one. I think it was at the end of chapter 2. It makes it a bit difficult because sometimes it just throws a bunch of stuff at you at the same time and you're not sure what you unlocked. But I think that's all you got to do is finish chapter 2. So this one gives you a chance to act first in combat, which is pretty good. It's not a high chance. It's about as small as all the rest of it, which isn't great, but it's still relatively good. The next up, we have the Navigator perk trait. Navigator allows you to get a small chance to get additional movement whenever you're using a boat on water, obviously on water. Especially you can't use a boat on land in this one. So you get this one. You may be able to get it before, but I think chapter 3, when you have to buy the boat for the story, that's when you get it. You may be able to get it earlier. I'm not entirely sure because I think that's the only place you can buy a boat, but if you can find a boat earlier, that'll get you it. Otherwise, just buy a boat in chapter 3. And last but not least, we have Supportive, which gives the skill support range. When you are initiating combat, this will allow someone with this skill to help you from 1 additional hex away. So it's quite good if you're playing multiplayer or you like to space your guys out a little bit. Otherwise, it's not fantastic. To unlock this one, all you got to do, this is the same, I think, just finish chapter 3, and you get it after you buy your boat as well. So guys, that's all the traits. Let us know if you've got any ideas below, best characters they work for and whatnot. But I'll see you in the next one. Take care now.